Hello, it's me, Mavis Meadows. Alright, today me and my boyfriend are taking a little bit of a vacation to a tiny home. Enjoy this little montage video of our little weekend together. We went to a tiny home, but first we went on a hike. We stopped in Peterborough and went on a hike. It was absolutely beautiful and the vibes were immaculate. I hope you enjoy. Yeah, just the nature, the vibes, the weather was not that great,
Hiking?
but we made the most of it at our little tiny home. Jay just needed to go back to the car quickly to grab his hiking shoes because he can't hike without his hiking shoes.
Pardon? Do you want me to get it in or no? Your booty's in it though. Let's see. What can I say? It's not the nicest weather. I am wearing my winter jacket again, and it's almost June. Not a vibe. It's probably like 5 degrees. Not cute. But we are at Mark S. Birmingham Provincial Park in Peterborough, Ontario. It took us about an hour 45 to get here. And then we have an hour more to go until we get to our little tiny home. But yeah, it's cute and it's very big. Like, this is such a nice hike. Hold on, let me flip the camera. You can see my J down there. See? So nice. Babe, we should take a picture.
So we actually stopped at a Good Life in Peterborough so we could shower before we got to the tiny home because there was no kind of shower situation. You just had to kind of shower in the lake. But because it was already not the greatest weather, it would have been freezing if we did that. Or like bath in the lake. Yeah, that wasn't happening. So we stopped and took a shower and then drove some more until we got all the way to our little tiny home. We both absolutely love the gym, and this was a beautiful rest day, like just an active little hike. Very, very nice to enjoy the nature, the scenery, and the vibes. The car ride was honestly so fun. We didn't take any highways. We only took these little back roads, side streets. So I actually got the clip here of us pulling up to the tiny home. It was in this little secluded area type. There was some other cottages along the strip, but like nothing that you could really see from our camping space. It was just this little tiny home.
Campfire.
That's quite cute.
Yeah.
So while we enjoyed our stay at the tiny home, it was just for one night. We ended up going on this clear, transparent boat. Like they had a glass boat. It was a lot of fun. It had an open bottom and we could see the river underneath. And then we did like a campfire for about 5 hours, just chilled by the fire, really enjoyed each other's company. It was really great. Then the next day you saw us go to Fat Bastard and got some nice bean burritos, and then took our time leisurely walking back, or sorry, driving back, and we stopped just to get some, like, this Fat Bastard. And at this town, it was so stinking cute. Like, they had this beautiful river and it's long, like, walkway, so we just got out and walked for, like, quite a while. It was so great. This was considered our hike for the day. They had all these cute little painted picnic tables along the walkway. They had these little libraries and these makeshift bird houses that were so cute that you could do like a little book exchange from. There were quite a lot of geese at one point where we actually had to cross the street because we didn't want them to freak out and attack us. Jay was like, no, they're definitely going to freak out and attack us. And I was like, okay, maybe if we just walk slowly, they won't. But he was right. They did freak out and start to hiss at us, so not very cute. So we had to cross the street, and then we recrossed once we were past these, like, hundreds, I'm telling you, hundreds of geese and baby geese. Also, what was super random, this giant toonie. Apparently, this town is known for this giant toonie. I posted this on my Instagram. Like, we took a photo of us with this giant toonie. I posted it on my Instagram, and people were commenting like, "Oh my gosh, I always wanted to go to giant toonie."
It's that library.
I had no idea this even
you're
existed.
supposed to bring
Like,
your
this
own
is so
book
cool. Just
and
getting out,
create it with one of the
walking, and
ones
then
in there.
stumbling on a
In memory
somewhat
of Grace, the
well-known Canadian
librarian.
monument. All right.
That's
So cute.
Like, the weekend was just full of beautiful little wins, and it couldn't have gone better. Truly, it couldn't have gone better.